And we're back out here at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road. You're in the cheap seats. Josh Komnick along with Justin Tierney. As Coach Alexander just stopped by, as always, every Saturday. It's a lot better on winning Saturday, as the Railers were victorious last night, 66-36, and a good start to the conference season. And right now we've got a couple guests, Justin. A couple fourth graders, one from Chester East, one from West Lincoln Broadwell. Tanner Strampp's a fourth grader at Chester East Lincoln, and Madison Orebaugh is a fourth grader of West Lincoln Broadwell, and they're going to be doing some competing at the Edward Jones Dome tomorrow. They've done several competitions. All of this is part of the punt, pass, and kick, and I remember promoting it on the cheap seats. It was in Lincoln out at Hanlon Field, and we've got some participants that have been obviously won in Lincoln, and we'll talk a little bit about their journey here as we get going. But guys, thanks for coming in today.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting started here, and Tanner and Madison are going to be taking part in the punt, pass, and kick, and that competition is tomorrow at the Edward Jones Dome. And guys, coming into this, you participated at Lincoln, and were obviously victorious at that. And then you went where? Carrollton, Illinois, and we're winners of that. And now you're going to the St. Louis Rams. It's going to be a little bit different of a field. You're in a dome now. You're going to have probably NFL players right next to you. It's going to be a little bit different. Are you guys Rams fans?
No.
You're a Rams fan. That's good. You're not. What NFL team are you a fan of?
Chicago Bears.
Yes, I love it. All right. Only if the Bears were playing the Rams would it be even better for you tomorrow. But you're going to punt, pass, and kick it, and it's all judged on distance and also accuracy. What has been some of your distances, Tanner, that you've been able to, first punt the football?
67 and 68.
67 and 68. Is that in feet? 67 and 68 feet. As he's got the Lincoln jersey on, so I'm assuming that you're a football player for the Railers.
Yeah.
For the Lincoln Youth Football. And Madison, some of the distances that you've been getting first place in.
70 feet.
70 feet. Nice. Good leg then. Now passing, you got the arm. Right-handed?
Yeah.
Right-handed? Both right-handers. Okay. And also accuracy and also a distance here. So give us some of the distances that you've been able to throw the football.
72.
If you tell me 110, that'd be all right. I'm not going to hold you to it. Maybe somebody's listening down south that say, "Hey, this guy's throwing 110 here." Yeah. And Madison, your distance?
54.
54. All right. Good right arms we've got going on, and also the kick. Is that which is the toughest?
The punt.
The punt's the toughest.
Yeah.
And now you've got to kick it, and I'm assuming this is like a field goal or an extra point.
No.
No.
It's like a kickoff.
Oh, kickoff. Okay, so you're
tee.
kicking on the tee?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what are some of the distance? Do you get roll included in that?
No.
No. And then what was your distance with those?
68.
Okay, and Madison? Not really worried about it. First place. That's all we want, right?
67.
There we go. A little help from the moms there. And so now, from what I understand, 32 teams in the NFL take part in this, and all of them will have all of them will be doing this. I don't know if it's necessarily tomorrow, but in the future here, they will have 4 winners of each age group, and I'm sure there's age groups of all the way going up probably until 8th grade or maybe even high school. And then after, if hopefully you guys take care of business tomorrow in St. Louis, you'll have a chance to go on to the division, and then ultimately there will be a whole NFL Super Bowl experience, which would be really cool, right? That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then we'll have you back on here with the Super Bowl rings.
Yeah. Awesome.
Right. Okay. And what got you going into this? Have you done it before?
Yes, I have. I heard from Lincoln Youth Football, and
just trying it out.
Yeah.
Just tried it out. Got it going. Madison, where did you hear from a parent, a friend? How did you become involved in the punt, pass, and kick?
The newspaper.
The news. Nice. Reading the local media. And then have you been practicing any? I know, when was the last time that you guys participated?
October 13th.
October 13th. You know that. Nice. And how much practice have we been doing? We've been out at the football fields, eating fields, or at the high school doing some kicking, been throwing in the backyard?
Yeah.
Good.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Nice. That's right.
Memorial Park.
Memorial Park.
Sometimes.
Okay.
So
And
do you guys have any pregame routines, any superstitions or good luck things that you do before you go out and perform?
No.
Nope, just don't even need it. Just go out and knock it down.
Nothing like the same socks you've had on since the last time you did it?
No,
Or you haven't taken a shower since?
No special pregame meals or anything like that?
Yeah, did we get a cheeseburger or have spaghetti or anything, a salad?
No.
Nothing like that, huh? All right.
They
well,
don't need any of that
no, I
stuff.
just run in
They
and
don't
get
need
it,
any of that
run in and go it. Well, guys, we want to thank you. Have a safe trip down to St. Louis, and best of luck. We'll have you back on, and hopefully you're bringing back the trophy and going on to the division finals.
Good job representing
All right,
Lincoln.
yeah, represent Lincoln and Logan County in the junior highs. That's Tanner Strampp, a fourth grader at Chester East Lincoln, and Madison Orebaugh, a fourth grader at West Lincoln Broadwell. They are headed down probably. What time do you got to kick tomorrow? You know? Is it before the game? 7:30 a.m. Whoa. You better be up at 5 getting loose, stretching out.
I'm not an early person.
Oh, nice. And you get to hang out with the players?
Very cool.
Okay.
Anybody you guys want to say hi to that's listening to you at home right now?
My Grandma Lucy.
Okay,
Grandma
good.
Lucy is listening.
Hello to Grandma Lucy.
Yes, and she's going to bring back the first place tomorrow. So good luck, and bring back that, and we'll have you guys back on again. That's going to do it. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. We've got some college football to talk about and also some NFL football going on also. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. We're ready now. Getting it going here on a beautiful Saturday. We're out at Jake's Furnishings, 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. We just had a couple participants. Really cool. You know, you get one from each boy and a girl.
Yep.
Fourth grade, one from Chester East, one from West Lincoln. Madison Orebaugh and Tanner Strampp going to be participating in the St. Louis Rams Championship NFL Punt, Pass, and Kick. Just had them on just a few minutes ago. And I got a few notes here. We need to go over the Lincoln Youth Wrestling will be hosting the annual Lincoln Railer Rumble Youth Wrestling Tournament Sunday, December 2nd, which is tomorrow at Lincoln Community High School. Youth wrestling teams from all over Illinois will compete in this year's tournament. Competition will take place in 5 different age divisions, and wrestling will begin at 9 a.m. So get out there and to see some good wrestling, and I'm sure a lot of participants from Lincoln.
Yep, always got a good youth wrestling program. Hey, we also want to do a little shout out to the West Lincoln Broadwell 7th grade Lady Wolverines basketball team. They are traveling to Normal this morning, probably on the way there right now.
As I was coming here, there a fire truck escort was coming with a bunch of looks like West Lincoln Broadwell cars with stuff all over the windows.
Got some fans probably listening in on their way up to Normal Chittix, where they play today at 10 a.m. in the IESA state tournament. So big game today. We wish the Lady Wolverines good luck. And Main Street Lincoln also has asked us to thank Lincoln Ace Hardware and Jake and JR for their generous donation of Christmas lights to decorate the courthouse Christmas tree.
Yeah.
So thanks to Ace Hardware for their donations.
That is the spirit, unless you're the guy to my right who doesn't put up any lights. But,
Not yet. It's still early.
That'll be my plan today, as it's
December
nice
1st.
out. Yeah, no. It's nice out. I'm going to hit the yard a little bit with the kids and put some Christmas lights up. Of course, they wanted them.
Putting them to work, huh?
Oh, yeah. You have to. You have to. Hey, Justin, big football games coming up today. Last night there was one, and that was, Stanford and UCLA. And Stanford came out on top 27-24. So the winner of the Nebraska-Wisconsin game, that is, I believe, tonight about 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7:17 actually, is Stanford's going to the Rose Bowl. That winner's going to the Rose Bowl for the Big Ten. So, boy, if you're the Big Ten, probably your best team is Ohio State. Obviously, they can't go.
Yeah.
you got to have Nebraska there. If you're, I mean, if you're me, Wisconsin is not a Rose Bowl. They're 7-5. I mean, how can you be 7-5
and in the Rose
and
Bowl.
Go to the Rose Bowl?
Exactly. Right.
You got to hope that Nebraska wins tonight, because if not, I think it's a Stanford drubbing and really makes the Big Ten look bad.
Well, I don't think there's any hope for the Big Ten to look any better than bad. They've been so bad this year, and you know, like you said, Ohio State was undefeated, but you know, when you cheat, you know, that
helps. Yeah, it helps.
No one cares.
I could be undefeated if I cheat. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that game's coming up 7-17. If you're a fan of the Big Ten, that'll be a good one. I think maybe for a little while. Then I think Nebraska probably just takes over. Their offense is a little too good. I think Wisconsin does a lot of the run game. And Nebraska is known for that kind of defensive mentality. So I think Nebraska pretty much takes care of that game. Oklahoma and TCU, that's starting at 11 o'clock today. That's for the Big 12 championship. And Oklahoma 9-2, TCU 7-4. Kansas State and Texas. Kansas State, of course, 10-1. Texas 8-3. I like Kansas State. They've been on a run all year, although they've had some time off before that game. Texas hasn't been the normal Texas that they've been, but you know, it should be a good game. And then really the one that everybody's billed for has been talking about Georgia, the number 3 team in the country, 11-1, 7-1 in the SEC, taking on Alabama, 11-1, 7-1 in the SEC, same exact record. The winner goes to the national championship to Notre Dame, which I don't like saying, but I also have a problem with it, and I'll ask you first after I ask you who's going to win this game. But doesn't Notre Dame have to play a conference championship? I mean, you've got number 2 and number 3 in a conference championship. Obviously, the loser's not going there. What if Notre Dame was in a conference, they play a national or a conference championship? Make them play another game. You know, I mean, it's a little unfair. I think maybe not. I don't know. I
hear you. I definitely hear you. You know, I don't necessarily understand the Notre Dame. We have to be independent because we've always been independent. You know,
you can still get your TV contract.
Yeah, it's a tradition thing, and you know, it does seem like it's a little bit of an advantage for them this year. But then again, I mean, they've won every game, so I mean, you can't take too much away from them. So.
Right. Alabama, Georgia, who do you like? It looks to me like Bama, from the experts, is about a 7-point favorite from what I've seen. Who you taking?
I'm taking Alabama just because I just think they've been there before. These big game experience, obviously being in the national championship. I'm pretty sure they were in the SEC championship last year.
Yeah.
You know, they are undefeated with the exception of Johnny Football, you know, from Texas A&M. So I don't see Georgia with a player like that or with an explosive, you know, offense like that's going to give them too much trouble. I think Alabama will probably win I'm going to say a low-scoring game.
Yeah, I think so too. 2 defenses that are pretty good. Georgia's supposedly the number 1 ranked defense, I think, in the country, right around with Notre Dame. But you give Nick Saban, which he hasn't had normal time of a week to get ready. I just look at the coaching matchup. You look at Mark Richt, who's had all the talent in the world in the last 10 years or whatever, how long he's been there, and never has really got onto that big game and won the big game. And then you look at probably the best coach in college football, Nick Saban, who's done everything. I mean, what more could you ask of a guy? Although they have that one loss to Texas A&M, but he's been there. Their guys have been there. Their quarterback's been there. I think they said Curry, the quarterback for Georgia, is 1-10 in big games like this. So I do like Alabama. I think they win by 10 or 14. I don't know that Georgia can score against the Alabama defense, and I think Alabama has a little bit of a chip. I know they're number 2, but a lot of people thought they were going to run the table and go undefeated. Well, I think they're going to win today, and then I think they're going to beat Notre Dame in the national championship. So I'm going to take the Crimson Tide.
Yeah. That makes 2 of us.
Yeah, so it should be a good, fun day, though. I mean, if you're not outside or turn the radio, whatever you want to do, but it'll have a lot of football going on, a lot of big games. Sold out at the Georgia Dome, I think 103,000. So a lot of people are going to be at that game.
Crazy atmosphere.
Yeah, and it'll be crazy starting a long time before we did this morning. NFL coming up, going on. Your team is?
I don't really have a team. I root for my fantasy team. I don't really have an NFL team that I'm a diehard fan of.
Really?
Yep. Not really.
Are you American?
Yeah, I am American.
Really? Okay.
I am American. I follow quite a few teams. I think the Bears have a pretty good game this week.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a real good game.
Seahawks coming to town.
Seattle's got a great defense. Their offense is okay. Maybe not ideal, but it's okay. And I think that'll be a pretty good ball game. I really do.
Yeah, it's going to be an excellent game. The Seahawks are by far better at home. They're 1-5 on the road, and of course the Bears are better at home, also 5-1 at home. So I think with Cutler back, it just gives them a little bit more of confidence. They're obviously a different looking team when Cutler's out there. So I give the edge to the Bears. I think they come away with this to extend their lead in the division. The Packers and the Vikings are going to beat each other up this week, so I'd love to see the Vikings pull one out. It's at Green Bay. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Percy Harvin's out again for the Vikings, but I'd like to see the Packers lose at least one more.
Yeah, the Packers are a little banged up right now. They've got some injuries and things, so it'll be interesting to see how they do, how healthy they are going into the game.
Yeah, and the two participants in the punt, pass, and kick that were just on here on the cheap seats just a few minutes ago are going to see the Rams take on the 49ers. That may not be pretty. The 49ers are
a tie last time, and it was at San Francisco. So
yeah, I still have a problem with a tie.
Maybe the Rams have their number. Maybe they got the secret formula to beat San Francisco.
Well, they might. But the way San Francisco's playing right now with that new quarterback, and it's a little bit of a controversy, but the way he's playing, how could you go wrong?
Yeah.
So that game had the Patriots and the Dolphins, Buccaneers and the Broncos, Cardinals and the Jets, Raiders and the Browns, the Chargers and the Bengals, Steelers and Ravens, one of the better.
Yeah, that's a great
rivalry. Ravens are 9-2, 5-0 at home. The Eagles and the Cowboys, that's going to be not necessarily a great game to watch. That's at night on Sunday. And then the Giants and the Redskins. The Giants looked pretty impressive last week against the Packers.
RG3's debut on Monday Night Football. I'm sure that'll be exciting. A lot of people.
Everybody will be talking about that.
Everybody will be get a chance to watch him. I've watched a few of his games this year, and he's exciting to watch. So Monday Night Football will be fun this week too. Sounds
good, Justin. We're going to get out of here at Jake's Furnishings. I want to thank you for coming in again today and talking sports with all of our guests. And I want to thank Coach Alexander for coming in, as he does always on Saturdays, and also Tanner Strampp and Madison Orebaugh, a fourth grader at West Lincoln Broadwell. They're going to be going to the punt, pass, and kick. I want to thank all our guests. Again, Railer fans, check out the Railers next Friday night at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Jacksonville Crimson come in at a very big, very good team. It'll be another good one. We need the Railer faithful to show up again, as they always do. If you don't make it out to Roy S., of course, you'll listen to it on 96.3 FM. And WLCNonline.com, the voice of the Railers. That's going to do it for Jake's Furnishings, for Josh Komnick, for Justin Tierney, for Jim Ash. We're going to see you next weekend.